Warning: never place your bed like this, or you might unknowingly block your wealth and drive good fortune out of your home. Hello, I'm Master Han. In Feng Shui, the bed is considered the most important item in the house. That is because it is the space where you spend the most time resting, recharging your energy, and connecting with the flow of life force that nourishes both your health and financial well-being. But here's the concerning part. Many people are unknowingly placing their beds in the wrong way. And instead of being supported by good energy, they are creating blockages that weaken their luck, slow down their career, and make it hard for their finances to grow. In this video, I will reveal to you the bed positions and placements that you absolutely need to avoid. Every mistake can turn into a barrier that prevents prosperity from flowing into your life. At the same time, I will also show you how to adjust your bedroom in the right way, transforming it into a space that attracts wealth, protects your health, and keeps your life flowing smoothly. Before we dive into the details, go ahead and leave a positive affirmation in the comments. Something like, "I sleep in the right direction so wealth can flow into my home." This is how we kickstart the flow of lucky energy right now. And do not forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you can keep following me and discover more Feng Shui secrets that help you stay abundant and attract more prosperity. And now let us dive into the critical mistakes in bed placement that many families are unknowingly making. First, the bed has no solid support behind it. In Feng Shui, the bed is not just a place to lie down after a long day. It is also seen as the anchor of stability for your entire life. For a bed to truly bring a sense of safety and peace, it must have solid support behind it, much like having a mountain standing at your back to protect you. When the headboard is placed correctly, it brings calm and grounding. But if the space behind is empty, or if the bed is placed directly against a window, this support vanishes, and the energy of the person sleeping becomes unstable and vulnerable. When the head of the bed is near a window, outside energy constantly interferes with the sleeper. Sometimes the wind is strong, sometimes gentle. The light may be bright one moment and dim the next, all of which bring a sense of inconsistency. During sleep, the body needs stillness and stability, but in this position, it is exposed to constant disturbance. The result is often shallow sleep, frequent awakenings, or anxious dreams. Instead of recharging, the body becomes drained, and your mind is far from refreshed in the morning. From a Feng Shui wealth perspective, this is even more damaging. Stability is the root of prosperity. A person without grounding in their sleep will struggle to find steadiness in their life. Financially, this often shows up as a lack of control. Spending becomes unpredictable, and sudden changes or losses occur. Just like a bed without a solid base, your wealth will have no place to settle. To fix this, the most important thing is to create a mountain behind your bed. Ideally, the headboard should rest against a solid wall. If changing the layout of the room is not possible, a sturdy wooden headboard or a thick padded one can still create that sense of support. If the bed must be near a window, use thick, dark-colored curtains to block the flow of energy. You can also add a mountain-themed painting or calming object behind the bed. Once there is a solid backing, your mind will naturally feel at ease, your life force will stay with you, and only then can wealth find a stable foundation to remain with your family. Second, the bed faces a mirror. Another major mistake, one that is very common in modern homes, is placing the bed directly across from a mirror. On the surface, this may seem convenient. Many people like to see themselves first thing in the morning or use mirrors to make the room feel larger and brighter. But in Feng Shui, this is considered one of the biggest taboos. A mirror does not just reflect images. It is also believed to be a portal for energy. When someone is asleep, their body is in a passive, relaxed state and easily influenced by the surrounding energy. If the bed faces a mirror, the energy emitted from the body is constantly being reflected and scattered. This causes a person to never fully enter a deep, restful sleep. Feelings of unease, half-wakefulness, or even the sense that someone else is in the room are common effects. Over time, this scattering of energy can negatively affect your financial fortune. Sleep is when the body gathers and restores life force. If sleep is disturbed, your energy becomes depleted, and your wealth may begin to slip away. People who regularly sleep facing a mirror often feel mentally foggy, have trouble focusing at work, and find that the money they earn does not seem to stay. I once knew a young couple who had their bed facing a full-length mirror in the bedroom. They argued frequently for no clear reason. The husband's career stalled, and household expenses kept rising. After they started covering the mirror at night, their sleep quality noticeably improved. The home became more peaceful, and surprisingly, the husband's job began to see unexpected opportunities. The key issue is not just that the bed faces a mirror. It is even more serious when the mirror reflects both the bed and the door. In Feng Shui, the door is where energy enters and exits, and the bed is where energy gathers. If both are reflected in a mirror, the flow of energy gets disrupted, like a stream being split in two, preventing it from nourishing the person resting there. The solution here is simple. Never let your bed face a mirror. If you cannot move the bed or the mirror, then cover the mirror at night with a soft, dark-colored cloth. This not only protects your sleep, but also prevents your financial energy from being scattered. Another option is to use folding closet mirrors or place the mirror where it does not reflect the bed. Third, the bed is directly in line with the bedroom door. In Feng Shui, the bedroom door is where energy flows in most strongly. It is like the mouth of the house where all energetic currents pass through. When a bed is placed directly in line with the door, especially with the foot of the bed pointing straight out, it falls into an extremely unfavorable position, often called the coffin position. This name is not meant to frighten, but rather to emphasize the severe loss of energy it can cause. During sleep, the body enters a quiet state that requires collected energy to restore itself. But when you sleep in the path of the outgoing energy flow, that energy pulls your life force with it. The result is light, interrupted sleep. You may wake up in the middle of the night without knowing why. Psychologically, even without realizing it, the subconscious feels exposed, as though your body is lying in an open pathway, making deep relaxation impossible. This issue affects more than just health. It directly impacts your financial well-being. Many people complain that they work hard and push themselves, but money comes and goes, never staying for long. The phenomenon of money in through the front door, out through the back, often begins with a poorly placed bed. If life energy cannot stay in the room, wealth energy will also slip away, making prosperity fragile. The best way to fix this is to move the bed to a different location, where the foot of the bed does not point straight toward the door. If the room layout cannot be changed, you can block the direct energy flow by placing a folding screen, a low cabinet, or a bookshelf between the bed and the door. Even placing a rug or a light partition in front of the door helps create a boundary, slowing down the energy flow. Once the direct current of energy is softened, sleep becomes deeper, your mind feels lighter, and most importantly, prosperity energy has a chance to stay rather than being swept away. Fourth, the bed is placed under a ceiling beam or a heavy shelf. This is considered one of the most pressuring Feng Shui positions for a bed. According to Feng Shui principles, anything heavy hanging directly above the head symbolizes pressure. It weighs down the energy field and gives the entire room a dark and heavy atmosphere. People who sleep under these conditions often feel a sense of invisible pressure, even if they are not consciously aware of it. The body and brain subconsciously register the presence of the heavy object above, leading to clear symptoms such as headaches, fatigue, stress, and lowered mental clarity. Over time, sleep becomes shallow, energy cannot be restored, and both work and personal life start to feel held back, like there is an invisible boulder blocking your progress. It is not just ceiling beams, even heavy shelves mounted above the headboard can have the same effect. While the chance of them falling may be low, the human subconscious always carries a hidden fear, which leads to prolonged uneasiness. That subtle but persistent stress drains your energy day by day, making it difficult for wealth energy to gather and stay. The best solution is to avoid placing your bed directly beneath a ceiling beam or a heavy shelf. If the room layout makes this unavoidable, consider adding a false ceiling or hanging soft fabric drapes to break the visual pressure. Enhancing the lighting in the room also helps rebalance the energy. Try soft ceiling lights or warm ambient lighting to make the space feel taller and more open. In addition, adding items that carry calming energy, such as natural quartz crystals or wooden wind chimes, can help regulate the energy flow, reduce the invisible pressure, and restore balance to your space. A properly placed bed brings safety and comfort, but if it lies under a heavy burden, your sleep will never be complete. Once that pressure is removed, you will feel the difference immediately. Your breath will lighten, your thoughts will clear, and most importantly, the flow of prosperous energy will be free to return instead of being held back or scattered. Fifth, the bed is too close to an air outlet. In Feng Shui, a living space is seen as a body that breathes. Some areas are meant to nourish vital energy, while others act as outlets where energy is released. Bathrooms and staircases are among the strongest energy exit points in a house. When your bed is placed near one of these zones, your personal energy flow gets directly affected. The person sleeping in that bed may unknowingly absorb the draining energy from the bathroom or be pulled into the strong movement of energy from the stairs. As a result, the body struggles to fully recover during rest. The mind often feels unsettled and a sense of unease lingers subconsciously. Even worse, the good energy that is meant to gather in the bedroom ends up being swept away, making it difficult for wealth and fortune to remain. The long-term effects show up clearly: declining health, constant fatigue, and invisible stress in your daily work. Financially, energy leakage becomes a serious issue. Money seems to disappear quickly, and unexpected expenses keep showing up. The Feng Shui solution focuses on blocking or neutralizing this escaping energy. If your bed is placed against a bathroom wall, hang thick fabric curtains to create a barrier that prevents the heavy energy from entering the bedroom. Placing greenery near this wall is also highly effective, as plants help absorb and filter the air, bringing balance back to the space. In the case of beds near staircases, you can use a folding screen or small cabinet as a partition. These not only serve a Feng Shui purpose, but also add a sense of comfort and privacy to the bedroom. What matters most is keeping the sleeping space separate from strong exit points of energy. Once the bedroom is protected, personal energy can recover fully. Deep, uninterrupted sleep is the foundation for a strong body, clear mind, smooth career, and long-lasting prosperity. Sixth, the bed is misaligned with your personal energy direction. In Feng Shui, humans are not separate from the universe. They are a part of its flowing energy. Each person is born under a specific gua, or life energy pattern, which determines the most suitable directions to receive beneficial energy. When your bed is placed in alignment with these auspicious directions, your body harmonizes with the natural flow of energy, helping you restore both physically and mentally. But when your bed faces the wrong way, that harmony is broken. The energy in your space clashes with your personal energy field, causing an invisible conflict. The first signs often appear in your sleep. People sleeping in the wrong direction tend to toss and turn, struggle to fall asleep, or wake up during the night. This restlessness comes from a misalignment between your own energy and the universal flow. Over time, this weakens the body, reduces focus, and drains clarity. And just like a river that has been forced off course, wealth energy struggles to stay. Your career becomes unstable, opportunities are hard to hold on to, and success feels fragile and short-lived. Each life energy type has its specific favorable directions. Those in the East Guru benefit most from East, Southeast, North, and South. Those in the West group that align better with West, Northwest, Southwest, and Northeast. Choosing the right direction to sleep is like tuning into the correct frequency. The body naturally syncs with the right energy and is nourished by it. Of course, it is not always possible to rotate the entire bed. If space is limited, simply changing the direction you rest your head can still be effective. The head is the strongest energy intake point, so adjusting your pillow to face your favorable direction brings noticeable results. You can also use supporting objects like crystal spheres, landscape paintings that represent your beneficial directions, or symbols that enhance compatible energy flow. The essence of Feng Shui does not lie in complexity, it lies in harmony. When your bed is placed correctly, sleep becomes deeply restorative. Your body regains its strength, and your mind becomes sharp and focused. And when your personal energy is aligned and strong, Your path to success and wealth naturally opens up with a solid foundation for the future. Seventh, the bed is under an air conditioner or ceiling fan. The bedroom should be the calmest and most stable place in your home. This is where your body recharges its energy. But when the bed lies directly beneath an air conditioner or a ceiling fan, that stability is immediately disrupted. Forced air blowing directly onto the body breaks up the energy flow and disperses personal energy that is supposed to gather during rest. A good night's sleep needs gentle warmth and stillness to nurture life energy. But when a strong current of air keeps pushing down, the body cannot fully relax. Many people sleeping under an air conditioner or ceiling fan often wake up unexpectedly, feel cold, or experience pain in the parts of the body directly hit by the airflow. In Feng Shui, this is a clear sign that vital energy is being cut off and not circulating properly. As a result, you feel drained, mentally foggy, and physically weak over time. This also affects your wealth. When strong air cuts across the top of your bed, it disrupts the energy hub in your room. That hub is meant to gather and hold prosperity energy. If energy cannot gather, fortune cannot stay. People who live in this kind of setup often find that money slips away easily, opportunities vanish quickly, and work progress is unexpectedly delayed. This is a silent drain caused by what seems like a small but crucial design mistake. To fix it, the best option is to move the bed out of the direct line of airflow. If that is not possible, adjust the fan or air conditioner so the airflow is directed away from the sleeping area. Installing a wind deflector or using soft curtains to break up the stream of air can also help. These adjustments turn harsh, direct airflow into a gentle, even breeze. The key is to make the bedroom a place where energy flows naturally, not forcefully or in a disruptive way. Eighth, the bed is too close to a balcony window. In Feng Shui, the bedroom is a place of quiet and stability, where energy is meant to collect and nourish you during sleep. But when your bed is placed right next to a balcony door or a large glass window, that energy becomes scattered and cannot settle. Glass is reflective and conductive by nature, which causes energy to slip away, creating what is known as dispersed energy. When that happens, your life force has nothing to hold on to, and your wealth cannot stay. Balcony windows may make a room feel bright and open, but this openness brings a lot of instability. Sunlight may shine directly into the room, causing glare or heat. Outside noise, as well as hot or cold air, easily enters, directly affecting your sleep. People who sleep near large windows tend to have shallow sleep, wake up easily, and feel mentally unsettled. On a Feng Shui level, this constant instability makes luck short-lived, and wealth feels like it comes in only to slip away again. Beyond energy loss, there is a psychological factor. On a subconscious level, we all want to feel protected while we sleep. But lying right next to a transparent glass door often creates a sense of exposure and vulnerability. That lingering anxiety makes it hard to fall into deep rest. And poor quality sleep means your energy cannot recharge, making your fortune fragile. To fix this, create a strong barrier. Thick curtains in soft colors can hold in the energy and block out light and noise. Choose a fabric that is dense enough to protect but still soft enough to feel cozy and warm. In addition to curtains, placing a few green plants near the window helps as well. Plants calm down external energy and introduce fresh life energy into the space, helping balance and slow the energy flow. Once the energy is retained in the room, your bedroom becomes a true space for restoration, and your good fortune will stay longer. Ninth, the bed is placed against a kitchen wall. If glass windows cause energy to escape, a wall that connects to the kitchen creates a different type of conflict, the clash between motion and stillness. In Feng Shui, the kitchen belongs to the fire element. It represents heat, activity, and constant movement. The bedroom, by contrast, needs water and earth elements, quiet, stability, and nourishment for restful sleep. When a bed is placed directly against a kitchen wall, these opposing energies collide, turning a space meant to be peaceful into one of disruption. People sleeping in this position often feel restless and unable to fully relax. The fire energy from the kitchen seeps through the wall like an invisible wave of heat, making it hard for the mind and body to unwind. Over time, sleep becomes shallow and unsteady, leading to declining health and heavy thoughts. Even worse, this imbalance often spreads into household relationships. Families with beds against kitchen walls often experience more arguments, tension between partners, and a lack of emotional harmony. When it comes to wealth, this energetic clash prevents the kitchen, normally a symbol of abundance, from supporting your fortune. Instead, it creates loss. Money disappears easily, work lacks consistency, and long-term plans get interrupted. The prosperity that should be nurtured by the kitchen ends up burning away the very energy of wealth, because the bed is in the wrong place. To solve this, aim to separate and neutralize the energy. If you cannot move the bed, hang artwork or items representing the water element on the wall shared with the kitchen. Water can balance fire and bring harmony. Paintings of waterfalls, rivers, or gentle waves work well. You can also install wooden panels, drywall, or insulation to reduce heat and energy transfer between the rooms. What matters most is keeping your bedroom calm and separate from the active fire energy of the kitchen. Once that boundary is in place, your sleep will deepen, your mind will feel lighter, and your relationships will become more harmonious. In a space that truly brings peace, prosperity naturally flows, offering long-term stability and abundance. A bed might seem like an ordinary piece of furniture, but in Feng Shui, it is the heart of your bedroom. It is where vital energy gathers and where wealth energy stays. The way you place your bed affects more than just sleep. It shapes your health, peace of mind, and even your family's prosperity. When placed correctly, your bed helps you sleep better, think more clearly, make steady progress at work, and hold on to your wealth. But if it is in the wrong spot, energy gets scattered, draining your vitality and pushing good fortune away. Feng Shui follows natural laws. Stillness belongs in still places, movement in active areas. By aligning your bed with these flows, you invite peace and abundance in. So after watching this video, take a moment to look at your bedroom. Is your bed supporting your energy or quietly holding you back? Even the smallest change could make a big difference for you and those you love. Before you go, leave a positive affirmation in the comments. I place my bed in the right position, and prosperity always stays with me. This is not just a message. It is a way to activate prosperous energy in your own mindset. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you can continue receiving more powerful Feng Shui insights from me. And if you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends and family so they too can learn how to unlock prosperity, starting with their own bed. Wishing you deep sleep, a peaceful mind, and long-lasting wealth in your home.